some students at Hogwarts that we could recruit.
Bombarda! Better be a beast. Is that all they're teaching in school these days? Incendio! Aha! I serve your blazing heart! How delightful! Defender! Bombarda! Confringo! Protego!
You can't hold out forever. Quite the impressive fighter, aren't you? But now you've met your match.
You think you're so clever, don't you?
Expulsor!
No one takes one of my own and lives to tell of it.
Bombarda! Confringo! They say you're hard to hit. Stupefy one. Incendio!
What you doing?
Stupefy! Confringo! Places! I know Stupefy! You weaken quickly.
You've been known to use the guard.
I overestimated you.
Bombarda! Defender! Confringo!
I won't go down as easy.
Bombarda! Confringo! Defender! Places!
I believe I can slip away without drawing on others. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
Rise and fight.
Places! Defender! Protego! Stupefy!
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
None of us are intimidated by your rashness. It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Cragcroft.
Places!
Stop right there!
Defender! Bombarda! Confringo! Places!
The beasts around here can sleep a bit easier now.
Haven't a clue why there's such a fuss over poaching.
Suppose it's worth a look.
These rocks have seen better days.
Oh,
Here's a pleasant surprise.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Not so tricky after all, man.
Revelio.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Show you. Glacius. Defender. Protego. Stupid break. Bombarda. You should never have come here. Protego.
Confringo!
Stupid.
Rewards don't go down easy.
Bombarda.
One of my own. Yes, take hell of it. To warm you up.
You think you're safe?
Bombarda. Defender.
Avoiding our
Incendio. Glacius.
Careful now.
Incendio. Protego.
Run like a bailiwick.
Bombarda. Defender. Confringo. Glacius.
Let's see you survive that.
Revelio.
Aloha Mora. Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Revelio. Revelio.
Well, if we're talking beasts, it's the Nifra that's the real commodity, surely you agree.
Glacius. Defendo.
Oh, the anticipation!
Protego. Bombarda. Glacius. Your poaching days are over. Aloha Mora. Confringo. Bombarda. Confringo. Confringo. Glacius. Revelio.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
Repulsor.
Merlin himself would be proud.
Repulsor. Bombarder.
You will
Potato. Stupefy.
no!
Defender. Glacis. Stupefy.
No.
Revelio.
Potato! What have you done?
Rookwoods don't go down easy.
Defender. Potato. Stupefy. Bombarder. Confringo. Glacis. Glacis. Confringo. Bombarder. Defender. Glacis. Potato. Confringo. Defender. Bombarder. Glacis. Bombarder. Glacius. Defender. Confringo. Bombarder. Glacius. Potato. Stupefy. Confringo. Defender. Glacius. Bombarder. Confringo. Defender. Glacius. Confringo. Bombarder.
Should think it felt like in London.
Revelio.
Has your brain been infested with bundimans? A maneuver like
Brock Burrow's always a treasure trove. Never failed to fill the sacks. Well, that's me, of course.
Glacius.
Potato!
Defender.
You're the one who stole the
Bombarder. Confringo.
Oh,
You're not going to like this. That's the student who stole our hippogriff.
Confringo. Defender. Bombarder. Glacius. Confringo. Glacius. Bombarda. Confringo.
Going to you. It's this.
One less poacher in the wizarding world.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Glacius.
I should investigate.
Depulso. Revelio. Depulso.
You there! Stop! Let me
Depulso. Glacius.
You after the cop. I bet that one hurt.
Bombarda. Defendo.
Let me out,
Confringo.
you, Royland. Potato! Let me out, the light fell out of your eyes. Would you like me to put you down?
Glacius. Confringo. Defendo.
Let me out, though!
Glacius. Confringo. Bombarda. Protego.
I shall get that goblin help back. Hopefully from your score.
Glacius. Defendo.
Slippery little
Bombarda.
swing.
Let me out, though!
Defendo. Glacius. Bombarda. Glacier. Protego.
It isn't, nor... Look what you've done! You paid for that.
Stupefy. Glacier. Defender. Bombarda.
You up?
Glaciers. Confringo. Accio. Depulso.
Courage in a porlog. I know all about it.
Confringo. Bombarda.
You'll have to fight it.
Defender.
It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching next to that crop.
What would you be needing a hypocrite?
Confringo.
Where's that goblin helm?
Also.
Cup!
Levioso. Bombarda.
What do you like?
Defender. Confringo. Glaciers. Confringo. Bombarda.
I don't like the looks of that encampment.
Revelio.
Hogwarts is very lucky they've got protection charms, if you ask me.
Now, see, Fog can be your friend, but you have to be a friend to Fog. Don't look at me like that. You haven't heard what I'm about to say. See, Fog will cover you, allow you to move with stealth. But then you have to do your bit, because if you...
Glaciers. Defender.
Come on, Bringo!
Protego.
Hard to pin down.
Potato! You've got brains! Levioso! I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Here to show me some dark magic.
Defender. Protego.
Avoiding
Bombarda. Confringo.
running home.
Accio.
To get
Defender.
Stupid trick.
Bombarda. Confringo. Protego. Stupid.
Levioso!
No! You're the hypocrite.
Stupefy. Stupefy. Bombarda. Confringo. Glacier. Defender. Confringo.
Predictable. Levioso.
Accio.
How's the view?
Confringo. Bombarda. Glacier. Defender. Accio. Confringo.
Perhaps not the best place to be caught alone. Huh. The location marked on the map isn't far from here.
Revelio.
You dare me one of my own! You will fall!
Revelio.
Trouble's brewing and I'm without my friends. Hogsmeade, here I come.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
It is wonderful to see you back here. Wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
Revelio.
looks intriguing. Revelio. Deposit. Lumos.
Revelio.
Bring me 1,000 humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they...
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
Revelio. 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 Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Defender. Glacius. Confringo. Bombarda. Glacius. Confringo.
Brilliant. The first piece of the puzzle.
Lumos.
One down, 2 to go.
Confringo.
Must be something around here I can climb on.
Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Accio. Lumos.
Success. In theory, why is this door locked?
Confringo. Confringo. Glacius. Bombarda. Confringo. Defender. Glacius. Confringo. Bombarda.
Let's hope you stay there this time. The moths match the shapes I saw on the door.
Confringo. Revelio. Faster, high wing!
Slow down now. There we go.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continues to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden
I...
Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with snitches? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Isn't moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Knowing a meat he's likely studied here. This place has seen better days.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it, but perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where were they?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty. Revelio.
is when you know Alohomora.
Just because you... You can't get lost.
The young today are...
It is wonderful to see you back here. Oh, perhaps today you have something you'd like Penny to sell for you? Oh, perhaps today you have something you'd like Penny to sell for you?
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. Revelio.
I don't know that sentence. If I hadn't been flagged... Should be hearing back soon about the...
Natty must be around here somewhere.
My days baking
Revelio. Revelio. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quick. The footprints led to this room. There must be a way forward. Accio! Hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Revelio. I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Revelio.
Plenty of spoils in keeping shop for the work.
It's mine.
Using that girl as bait, no one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her.
Harlow says her friend would be reckless enough. He wants them alive.
Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
It's exhausting. Standing here all day waiting to do what would work for us. He can fight his own battles.
I've never been afraid of the dark.
Revelio.
Extraordinary desperate bits. Suits me just fine.
Oh, you're wasting your time with her, my friend. I've seen her show more affection to a hawk lump.
They don't seem to care for me in the Hogsmeade. Can't say I blame them for what I've done there.
Someone...
Get back here or I'll have you stewed like a lamb! You little coward! Run off! Fine by me!
Locks and guards.
Perhaps it's dinner I'm hearing.
What are you, shy? I've seen more courage in a Porlock.
Now,
Confringo. Defender.
Expulso!
Stupefy.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Back for more.
Confringo. Defender. Bombarda. Glacius.
Ha! You're easier to spot than an eruption.
Lumos. Cabalga. Protego. Confringo. Defender. Glacius.
Novice.
Stupefy. Glacius. Bombarda.
You're going to regret that.
Stupefy. Defender.
Hey,
Wingardium Leviosa. Vicus Totalis. Revelio.
Hey.
Revelio.
Oi. We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing.
Vicus Totalis.
Bombard! Glacius! Defender! Confringo!
Best.
Ah, how delightful! Glacius! Confringo! Bombarda!
Revelio. Revelio. Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revelio. Revelio. Natty must be here somewhere.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Rabe. He will tell you what you need to
Hello,
do.
Hamura. Over here. I need your help.
Revelio. Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells.
Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Revelio. Revelio.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
I picked up this violin in Diagon Alley. Complex bit of enchantment. Lovely sound.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
wonderful to see you back here. Oh, perhaps today you have something you'd like Penny to sell for you? Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
Revelio. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
It is wonderful to see you back here. Oh, perhaps today you have something you'd like Penny to sell for you? Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio. Mr. Moon, I've learned who's behind the demiguise statues. It was a classmate of yours that you bullied, Piers Pemberton.
Oh, I might have known. Pigtails Piers.
I don't think he likes being called that.
Of course he does. Oh, we had such flowing locks, and we used to laugh about them. I laughed the hardest of all. Clever, clever man. I'd no idea he was so devious. I must go and congratulate him. Whatever statues remain seem less terrifying now that I know they were put out by old pigtails. Continue collecting them if you like. As for me, I'm gonna go and pay a visit to my old friend.
Revelio.
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.